الله أكبر
The boys. Welcome to the Grootmans podcast. It's been a while, it's been a minute, but the show must go on. Welcome to the Grootmans podcast. Once again, we are back at it, boys. So let's engage, boys. Let's talk. Something happened to me in the previous week, and then I had multiple questions to myself with the experiences that I've experienced. And this has been happening for quite some time. In the public eye, in the public domain. This has been happening for some time now, and I've been willing to talk about it as other men have been talking about it, but I've been delaying on talking about it. So today I thought is the best day for me to talk about it after the previous days. Let me start off by saying this. This past Sunday, which was a Father's Day, I began a challenge. This challenge was for me to go around asking boys and men to give me 20 push-ups. I told them, no, it's Father's Day today, and then I'm coming up with a challenge. So I'm challenging each and every guy that I come across in the streets to give me 20 push-ups. So because most men are holding beer bottles and drinking, I came across boys. And then I asked 2-3 boys to give me 20 push-ups each. The first boy that I approached and I asked him for 20 push-ups, he gave me 20 push-ups, but he was struggling. He attempted 3 times, but finally he ended up doing those 20 push-ups sharp. I congratulated him, he spoke, and then I left. And as I left, I came across 3 boys, and then I also asked them the same thing, and then all of them, they gave me a lot of excuses. They are tired, stupid things, stupid behaviors, and they ended up running away, without doing those 20 push-ups. So I was like, no. And then I moved on to the third boy who I came across in the street. And the third boy is very interesting because as I asked him to give me 20 push-ups, his excuse was the last time he did push-ups was 4 years back. He did push-ups 4 years back. And then I asked him, why is it that the last time you did push-ups was 4 years back? And then he told me it's because of school, and I was like, no. Attending school is not an excuse. You can't tell me that you've stopped doing push-ups because of schoolwork. And then I told him, no, in between you reading and studying, there's a time there. You could use that time for exercising and still continue studying. You can't use studying as an excuse. You can't say, no, I don't work out anymore because of studying. So as I continued talking to him, I told him, no, the reason why you stopped doing push-ups is because you have lost your identity as a boy. And then he asked me, what do you mean? And I told him, no, somewhere, somehow in your life, as a boy, you had a character. You understand? There was a character that you grew up with, which is your true character. This character was a soccer player, and this character was a working out boy who loved going to gym and looking good, focused and disciplined and determined, and had goals. This character had goals of being a soccer star or whatever, or physically fit and something. So along the way, this character got interrupted. This character got interrupted by the comforts of this world. You understand? And he listened to me, and I went on. I was like, no, this comforts of this world can change a man into characters which they are not. Characters which they are not of themselves. Yeah, this world can change a man's character and give him a different character which is not his. Yeah, let me put it in that way. It came out nice, eh? Yeah. So I told him, no, we are living in a world whereas a man can lose his identity. He can lose his identity through drinking, through laziness, through engaging on sexual activities, and then forget his true character. Yeah, this is the world that we live in, boy. So I told him, you know what? Somewhere, somehow in your life, you have forgotten your true character. So you have lost your identity as a boy. You've taken a character which is not yours. And I told him, you know what? You need to go back. You need to go back to that character which you left 4 years back. So I said to him, in order for you to regain that character, you need to do 20 push-ups right here on the street right now. And he looked puzzled. He looked left, right, center. He was like, hey, want to do? And I was like, I'm serious, boy. You are going to do this. You are going to do this in the middle of the streets while people are passing. Yeah, we shouldn't care of people that are passing. So I told him, you know what, boy? Give me 20 push-ups and I'm not going to leave here. And I'm not going to leave you without giving me 20 push-ups. Unfortunately, the poor boy attempted to do 20 push-ups. The first 20 he gave me 5. The first 20 he gave me 5, and then he rested, and I was like, no. I didn't say rest. I said give me 20 without rest. So he continued trying for the second time, and then maybe he tried 10. I think he tried 10 now, and he got tired again. And I was like, no, boy, until you give me my 20, clean 20, without resting, clean 20, I'm not leaving you. So it's going to be a long day now, me and you, until I get my 20 push-ups. So he attempted for the third time, and then for the third time, he gave me my 20 push-ups without resting. And then after that attempt, I told him, you know what, boy? What I'm looking for here is not push-ups per se. I'm looking for that determination, that hunger, that not giving up spirit. That's what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for that not giving up spirit, which most men are no longer embracing nowadays. Yeah, nowadays we are in a society whereas men are just weak. Men are engaging on soft life. Men are engaging on comfortabilities of this world. So I told him, you know what, boy? You need to go back. You need to go back to who you used to be. Who are you? It seems like you've forgotten yourself, and then you think the character that you are running with is your character, which is not your character. So I told this boy, you know what, boy? You need to go back to who you used to be. Who you are. Who are you? You are lost. You're like a rat in a maze. You are lost. You've lost your identity. You think you are a chama boy. You think you are a sex charo. You think you are a drunkard. You think you are a hookah pipe smoker. You are not that person. We are in a society where as boys lose their identities because they are surrounded by men who have lost their identities as well. So today, boys, we're going to talk about identity crisis. Yeah, who are you? Ubani, umangmon. We are talking about identity crisis here. Who are you? Them boys. Yeah, this is the Grootman podcast. We don't play around here. We don't flip flop here. We don't play around here. We don't do jokes here. We don't. This is not TikTok. This is not TikTok. We are not dancing here. We are not making jokes here. Yeah, no, this is not a channel for playful activities. Yeah, this is the Grootman podcast. Yeah, we are not playing here. We are not comedians here. Yeah, we are not comedians here. We are not here to tell jokes. There's a channel, there's podcasts out there and channels for jokes. Yeah, not this one, boys. Not this one, boys. Who are you? The question that I'm posing to men today is that who are you? Who are you, boys? I'm surrounded by men who are drunkards. I'm having a problem, boys. I'm surrounded by men who can do push-ups. I'm surrounded by men who don't go to the gym anymore. I'm surrounded by men who are just comfortable. I'm surrounded by men who don't know on whether to hunt for things or to get things for free. Yeah, in my business, I go around different places, in different conditions, different temperatures, looking for money. In what I do for a living, I go to different places in different conditions, looking for money so that I can take care of myself, take care of my child. Yeah, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's on top of a mountain, sometimes it's on the flat surface. I'm going up and down, looking for money, talking to people, opening up people's gates, and talking to different people, different characters, different conditions, different behaviors, looking for money in what I do. So while I go to different places, I come across a man who look at me as if I am crazy, who look at me as if that what I'm doing is wrong. They look at me as if I'm the odd one out. They look at me as if what I'm doing is not normal. Let me put it in that way. Because we are living in a society of normal things. Normal things, normality. So they look at me as if I'm not normal. When I go around looking for money, going inside houses, talking to people, looking for money. By that time, they're sitting under trees, drinking alcohol. Yeah, they're drinking alcohol, they're telling me about papalas and hangover. Yeah, they're telling me that they've got a hangover. Yeah, they're drinking alcohol. And then when I go back home, after seeing these things, I begin asking myself, where are men? If at my age I come across young boys sitting under a tree, smoking happily bubbly and drinking alcohol, where are men? Yeah, we are talking about identity crisis here. When a man has lost his identity, he doesn't know whether to be a provider or not. He doesn't know whether to hunt or not. He doesn't know whether to chill or work. You understand? We call this an identity crisis. Yeah, this is an identity crisis that we are talking about. We are talking about identity crisis. When a zebra is an albino, you don't know whether this is a zebra or an albino or a horse or a donkey. Yeah, there's a problem here. Hughes, we've got a serious problem here, Hughes. Yeah, you don't know ntate or ke zebra or ke donkey or ke pere or ke albino, ke pere albino. You don't know. We are confused here. There's a problem here. We don't know what's going on here. Ihashi or Axihashi. Bafetu. Gents, we've got a problem here. So I've decided that today we have to talk about this issue as men. It's a norm in my society to come across men sitting under trees and being lazy and being drunk. Yeah, and then while you go up and down, working hard, sweating, they look at you as if you are abnormal. And then you ask yourself, am I living in a society whereas I'm the only man doing this so that I can provide for myself? Yeah, nowadays there's these things called 350s. There's these grants. There's the government giving men, old men, grown-up men. The government gives grown-up men 350s. Yeah, men are standing in a queue. Man, old man with grey beard. They're standing in a queue. Old man standing in a queue, waiting for 350s. Free 350s. And then you approach these men and you ask them, guys, what's going on here? What the f is going on here? And they're telling you, no, the government is helping them. It's trying to help them. And I'm like, ish. And I'm like, what the f? I'm like, since when men stood in a queue for 350s? Since when did men stand in a fucking queue for 350s? Yeah, this one is not nice, ne? Yeah, it's not settling well, boys, ne? You don't like this one. You don't like this video, ne? It's not nice. It's inhuman, no? Yeah, no, Grootman, how can you say this, Grootman? There are people out there starving, Grootman. How can you say this? You have to consider people's emotions. You have to consider people's feelings, Grootman. Baba, listen to this. Growing up, I used to see old people, grannies, grandfathers, getting SASA grants. Not you, my man. When you are a man, fully able-bodied, who's got a functional brain, who's got a functional legs, you've got hands, you've got legs which are functional. You are fully abled. You are fully able-bodied. It's embarrassing, my man. It's very embarrassing for you to stand in a queue at 350 and justify it by saying, no, the government is trying to help you. It's unjustifiable. Yeah, it's a disgrace. It's a shame, actually. It's embarrassing, actually. for you as a man to stand in a queue for 350. You have what I called an identity crisis. You don't know whether you are a man or you are a woman. You don't know whether you should hunt for things or things should be given to you freely. You have what I call an identity crisis. There's a problem here, a serious problem here, Hughes. You've got an identity crisis. So yeah, that's the topic that I wanted to talk about, boys. Identity crisis. We are living in a society of men who have lost themselves, who don't know whether they are men or not. We are living in a society of weak men, men who enjoy the comforts of this world, men who can't confront conflict. Yeah, men who run away from challenges of this world, and then they decide to sit under a tree and drink alcohol and smoke hubbly bubbly. Yeah, personally as a man, I've got a problem here, boys. Serious problem here, boys, which needs to be addressed. My question today is, who are you? That's the question that I'm posing today to you boys out there. Who are you? Are you a man who's gonna sit in a corner and watch other men look for money? Are you gonna be that man who sits at the park, smokes hubbly bubbly, talks about other men? Amachita thingisa ama-veg, they're going up and down with a trolley looking for money. You talk about them. Are you going to be that guy who wastes his time sitting in a corner smoking hubbly bubbly the whole day and talking bad about men who are hustling, men who are making things happen, men who know their identities, men who know who they are? Are you going to be that guy? Are you going to be that person who's not doing anything and talking shit the whole day about men who know who they are? Men who are like zebras. Zebras who've never forgotten their spots. Zebras who have black stripes. Yeah, there are zebras with who are albinos. There are albino zebras. Yeah, there's a zebra that is an albino. It's got no black stripes. Yeah, but at least that one, at least I think it does know who it is. It does remember, so it's a zebra. So what kind of a man will you be? You choose, Ndati. Are you going to be that guy who sits at the corner and judges and talks about other men while smoking and drinking and doing nothing and being lazy with empty pockets? Brokey. Yeah. And rotating a little for la brokey. Are you going to be a brokey? Or are you gonna stand up and be like fuck this and stand up for yourself as a man and remember who you are and go back the same way as that guy, that boy who I came across on Father's Day, who I told to go back to who he used to be? What's it gonna be? That's my question. Who are you? Many of you men out there, correction, correction, yeah, nakudzela kusinzi kigeleza mfana wa na le mthungu ba ibitsa correction. ya correction mfana ka tlamehile o lokise di mistake tlamehile o lokise mo entseng flop teng wa nthola. So there are men out there who need to go and do corrections on their lives. They need to go back. Yeah, they need to stop playing characters which is not theirs and go back to who they used to be. Identity crisis. Identity crisis. Choose. We've got a serious problem here. So in closing, are you going to be that guy who's going to stand up and do something about their life? Or are you that guy who has lost his identity in this world which is filled with comfort things, nice things, parties, drinking, nothing that. What's it gonna be? Yeah, I'm not saying anyone get a one like vamos strategy you want to more ba ngotse mo di power boxing tse. Saying ya teng e re mfana ga ere day one or one day. What's it gonna be? Identity crisis. Who are you? You know what to do, boys? Like, subscribe, comment. I'm out.